regarding the items that were on today's agenda. They've all been posted to our website, but I have no additional correspondence to report.
Thank you. I really appreciate for the timely posting of all the correspondence.
Well, thanks to
Yeah.
Mercedes and Tess for that.
Thank
With
you,
regard to
sir.
the next meeting, we do not have a study session planned. We do have one item. It's a coastal development permit for a new interpretive display and a new visitors table at the Fitzgerald Marine Reserve. And as far as the director's report goes, I wanted to let the commissioners know that there was a discussion at the last Board of Supervisors meeting regarding the comments we received from the Housing and Community Development Department in response to our submitted housing element update. The supervisors were very interested in hearing how we intend to respond to the need to identify additional sites for our site inventory, and requested that we bring that back in a future study session. So that has not yet been planned, calendared, but I'll keep you informed in case you'd like to attend the study session. Also at the June 13th board meeting, the board approved contracts for us to undertake the development of an environmental justice element component of our general plan, and also to initiate the safety element update. As far as upcoming hearings go, on June 27th, I'll be presenting the Planning and Building Department's budget to the Board of Supervisors. We have budget hearings all next week, and Planning and Building is slated to go in the morning of the 27th. And then we have a pretty full agenda for the July 26th Planning Commission meeting. We have the return of the Bagerman project. That is where there was a dispute regarding the use of an easement. We've got a new single family home in Emerald Lake Hills. We have the hotel proposal on El Camino that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. And we also have a use permit and EIR addendum for the Ascension Heights site where Cal Water is putting in a new water tank. And then also coming up on July 11th, we're presenting to the Board of Supervisors some minor amendments to our building regulations that incorporate some provisions requested by the fire department and the Office of Sustainability. And the final thing I'll note is that we have a recruitment open for the executive secretary position that Mercedes and Ted have been so kind to cover. And so if you know of any interested and qualified applicants, please let them know. And that concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Thank you. Questions for Steve? So this housing element, is there a timeline on that?
Yes, the county, like many jurisdictions in the Bay Area, has not met the deadline of having a certified housing element, which was supposed to be done in certified by January 2023. So we are working quickly to get to full certification. That's going to require us to update our sites inventory and respond to other comments we received from HCD.
Do we have any?
But there are no deadlines from now on.
No, the sooner we can get it done, the less amount of time will be out of compliance, but there's no other looming deadlines.
Okay.
So there's no builder options.
Oh, there
on the
are.
table.
There are. While we are not fully certified, there are consequences, including there's what Commissioner Hansen is referring to, a builder's remedy, which sets aside certain local reviews and discretionary approvals. We haven't heard any proposals of that moving forward. And, most of the sites within the county have constraints related to infrastructure capacity and other things that would, I think, greatly limit the possibility of that happening.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yes, so only other thing I have is the sooner we find out about whether we have a quorum or not on a meeting, better it would be.
Absolutely.
Right.
And, you know, I apologize if the change in our usual meeting dates threw things off. I know that was a problem for Commissioner Ramirez, and I've made a note to myself to make sure that we get next year's calendar ready as soon as possible and make sure that the commissioners all are clear on what that calendar is looking like. And so absolutely, I don't expect for us to run into quorum problems in the future. So if there are planned absences, the sooner we know, the better.
Okay, okay. All right, right. So if all the commissioners would let Steve know ahead of time about their absences, that
I
would be
might-
great. Yeah.
Might be gone in September, one meeting.
Okay.
I'm off. I'm planning to go to Ecuador to see the Galapagos Islands, then drop into the Amazon, take a boat down the river, hike over some land, then take a canoe in.
And come back. to
Yeah,
the-
come back
right.
safely.
I don't know about the comeback yet.
Yeah, I've read some books about those types of adventures.
But, you know, I'm getting old. I better do this while I can still do it.
All right. Good
Yes,
luck to
you
you. But
should.
yeah,
You
we'll check in as we get closer to your trip.
So I'm planning that out.
Okay, all right. Thank you all. Meeting is adjourned.